Hey YouTubers, so this is my first process video. It's just of my ski trip with my ex-boyfriend to New Zealand, and this was the second day, but the first time we went skiing. So this was at Coronet Peaks. That's just a page from a brochure. I have some receipts and ski passes, and I have two sets of photos, one a landscape, one a portrait. The landscape ones are, we looked really fat at them, so I was just testing something, cutting this out, see if that was going to work. Then if it didn't, I could use the photos that I really wanted where we look a little bit skinnier. So this is just me trying to fiddle around with them, trying to layer us. I didn't really like it, but I fiddled around with it for a while. This was just a photo in the brochure, and I really like the background, the landscape, but it's of random people, I don't know them. But I just trimmed it up, and I'm going to stick it on some scrap bit of paper. I don't mind that it doesn't go around the whole photo. I think it adds interest, so I'm just trimming it up, making it look nice. And then I'm just going to fiddle around a little bit more and try and make it work on the page. But then I give up and I just go for these photos. Just trim the blackness off. And I really like these two photos together. I did it in another layout, a couple of pages before this one. So you can check that out in my previous video of part 1, flip through to this Smashbook. I didn't like how that looked. It just looked too boxy and squarey, so I just put it in the pocket. I'm still trying to make those two cutouts work, but I just can't layer them right, and the bottom photos take up more white space, so I like that. Then I'm just going through the sticker sheet that I think I got from Big W or Target, and it's a little bit early to embellish, but I'm starting. Then I have these two other ones. They're from Target. They're only $5. And then I have these sticker books from Typo. They should be still selling them now, and they just have all these random cats, polar bears, lions, fast food. I really like this one. This is like a romance one. So it has Mr., Mrs., Hot Mess, Bromance, Best Friends. It has speech bubbles. It has letters. It has butterflies, different patterns. It has speech bubbles. It says, I love him, I love her, which is really cute. If I see this again, I'm going to get another one because I love it so much. So I like that little lolly. It just said hottie on it. So I thought my boyfriend was really hot at the time. So I'm just flicking through, trying to find some more photos because I just can't figure out the layout of this process yet. These are some stickers from that I got in New Zealand, so I really want to use them, and I'll use them later on. So then I changed the layout, but it has this weird less than half a page space at the bottom, which would be really hard to scrapbook in later. And I thought I was going to flip my photos like that and have my journaling in there, but I really like the photos at the bottom, and I didn't want that weird space, so I kept it like that. So I'm just fiddling with this washi tape, trying to make it work because the brochure was just kind of floating in midair on the page. So I just grounded it with a bit of washi tape. Just to add a little bit more interest, I had this thin striped one, so I put that up there as well, which I liked. So that's pretty much that. Now I'm going to back the photos on some blue pattern paper. It's not going to be cardstock. And these photos are just before us skiing, just trying to book a ski lesson for me because I was a beginner and my boyfriend Josh at the time, he was an intermediate advanced skier, so I was just wanting to get a lesson just to refresh me on the basics and all that kind of stuff. So So I'm just trimming this down now, but I trimmed this side too thin and the other side too thick, and I didn't get it perfect, which annoys me a little bit. So I try and fix it up, but then I just leave it, and you can't really tell because the page gets really busy in the end anyway. So I thought that would look cool, like the washi tape is sticking it to the page, but I didn't like it. It just was too much red and just didn't really work. So then I tried putting it behind the corners, which I ended up liking, and I kept that. So now I'm just looking at those photos, seeing if anything in the background I could use to smash in, because there was so much white space and those two little card things I have there weren't filling it up. So I just pulled out my Project Life Studio Calico Cirque February kit cards that I got today, which was really exciting. And I just wanted to use them to fill up that white space. So I put out a few blue and a few yellow ones, and they are so pretty. I absolutely love them. I spent $300 just in the February month because all the kits were so pretty, especially the add-on kits. I didn't do process videos just because I got the kit late in the month and there's already so many of them out. But next month I will do a process video for the scrapbooking kit and maybe the Project Life kit if I get it. But I'm not liking the colours so far of March's kit. So I'm just fiddling around trying to figure out which card I want to use. I liked a lot of them. Some of them were a bit too busy. The card I went with didn't really help me because it was white and I'm trying to fill in the white space. But I really liked it because it said me and you. So I was fiddling around. I really love those banners. You get them in the Project Life kit. So here I am, still fiddling around with the cards. I should have gone with that blue one, but I went with the white one. They're just some banners. I used two. Still trying to figure out the cards. I liked that blue one, but I didn't go with it, and I made my life hard by choosing the white one. So now I'm just fiddling around with stamps. I really wanted to use those stamps because I got them in this month's kit. And I also like these tags, but one said Feb and it wasn't Feb, and then one said Love, which I kind of liked, but it was just too small for the page. And I didn't think it worked, so I didn't end up using those. And you also get these stickers in the Project Life kit. The one I chose just says so much fun because skiing was fun. We skied for like 5 hours. That's a lot of time with a 1 hour or half an hour, I think it was, instructor lesson. So there's the card, me and you card, that I really liked. And I also got two banners, one that says Happy Thoughts, which is the yellow one, and one that says Good Times with the love heart, which is the red one. This little sticker book thing that I'm going through now, I think I got it from Lincraft. I absolutely love it. I would definitely buy it again. It has small letters that are the perfect size, and then in the back it has these sentences like the one I just pulled out, which says, a walk down memory lane, which I thought was really cute because this is going to be one of my favourite memories. Even though it was with my ex-boyfriend, it was my first holiday away, not going with the family, and it was an amazing holiday. We skied and we did so much and all these activities, and we spent a lot of money, but it was worth it, I think. So if I ever see that sticker book again, I would definitely get it. I've used pretty much, I reckon, 75%, and I don't want it to run out. So I'm just sticking that sticker on some blue pattern paper because I wasn't sure where to put it at that time. Just looking to see if I wanted to stick any more on, which I didn't. And I really love these. I got these from Typo as well. If you go to the store now, they'll probably still have them. So I just stuck this photo down so that I could put one of those speech bubble stickers on because I didn't want to stick the sticker on and then have to rip it up and move the photo. So I just stuck it on. It just says chill out, which I thought was appropriate because we were in the snow, which is cold. I have these travel stickers and they didn't really work, the colours. I mean, they did kind of work with that credit card ski lift pass card, which is like plastic, but I didn't like them. I wanted it to be more of a bright colour thing. Then I had these translucent clear embellishments, I guess you call them, pictures, which were really cool. I really liked them. I used them in two of my past layouts. I really love that arrow. I tried to make these flowers work, but it just kind of wasn't a pretty florally plant kind of page. But I did need to fill in some of that space, but I don't actually end up using any of these. But they're really pretty and I really like them and I'm glad I got them. I got them at Target in one of those kits, but I ripped it off, so you can't tell. But it was like $5 and you get all these other stickers as well that aren't translucent. So I like the butterflies too, but they didn't go with the layout either, so I just packed them away because they weren't working. Put out that heart and try and make that heart work for a while. It doesn't. And I don't keep that pink, I don't know what you call it, that pink thing behind that Studio Calico card. I don't keep it because it's pink. I have nothing else pink in the layout, and I don't want to have to add another color because I already have that red. I really love these hearts, and I got them from Big W, and the first heart I pulled out had like a line through it missing of glitter, so I just picked another heart that had glitter on it. Played around with it a little bit, but I really wanted it there, which I regret because I probably should have put a colourful heart, but it's done, and it looks kind of cute, I guess. It doesn't worry me too much. So then I get out these Studio Calico. They were on sale, and they were green vellum stickers, and they didn't look that good on the website, but I actually really loved them when I saw them, and I used a few of them, I think 3 throughout this layout. There wasn't a lot of green on the page. There was that green in the top left-hand corner and also the green on my boyfriend's beanie. So I think a little hint of green just added a little bit more interest and bright colours to the page. So I really wanted to put that green arrow up in that top cluster, but I hadn't stuck anything down, and I knew that I wanted to use these frames. So I work on that top cluster and glue it all down. That's not my favourite frame, but I used it because the other one was too blue with the blue pattern paper behind that photo now. And I just fiddle around with it, but I just put that green arrow on. It was just too blue, so I just put that away. And I wasn't sure if I was going to make a pocket for that plastic card or not, because it's a ski pass, so you put it in your pocket, and when you walk through the doors to go up to the ski lift, it opens. I really wanted to fill in that white space because it was just too big, so I went through my bigger Studio Calico cards from the same kit, and guess what? I put out a white one. And I liked it because it said winter, but then it was white. And then I couldn't fit that other card on there. And the whole point was to make it not white. So I take it away and I don't use it. But there's me using that arrow. You can't really see it, but I have close-ups at the end, so you can see it then. But it just adds a little bit of interest and colour, so I like it. I really don't know what to do with that card, so I just leave it there. And I just move on to something else. So my camera kind of turned off, but you didn't miss anything. I just labelled that, stuck that green sticker behind that little word thing. I got these in the Studio Calico scrapbooking kit. They're just weird little sayings like, I love your stupid face, and Galentine's Day instead of Valentine's Day, and you're the cat's pajamas, which I don't really understand that one. So I'm just trying to rip it off, but it took me a while. And then my camera stopped, but I just added that little cluster there with a chipboard piece. I just add some pattern paper to the back of that card, 2 colours, green and yellow. I added that little cluster up there, that chipboard piece, and I added that red banner to that top photo at the top. And also that word thing that I was trying to rip out before, I just stuck it on some green paper and stuck it on the photo of my ex-boyfriend. Then the 2 sets of stamps that you see on the page, they're from the Studio Calico kit. The Foxy one is from the Project Life kit, and the Love Heart / Diamond ones are from the scrapbooking kit. So the stamps that I'm just going through now, they're from Kmart, and I love those ones. The ones I'm holding now were from Lincraft. This box that you can't really see is from Typo. It just says made by, illustrated by, made on, but it says by, like, so I have to sign my name when really I just want to date it. So I didn't really realize that when I bought it, but I'm sure I can use it for something. And then I have those 2 other small ones. One was a wedding one and one was a travel one, and I couldn't really use them in this layout. So I'm just going through them all. Going through my colourful stamps. I have heaps of those boxes, those clear boxes. Like the first time I bought all these stamps and I had none of those clear box things to stick the stamps on, and now I have like 4. So I just keep all my stamping stuff in that Nike box, which is an old shoe box. And originally I thought I was going to do a border, like on that left hand side where all that white space is, but I just put 1 stamp and that kind of clustered up there, which I think looks cute. Oops, cleavage. So I just put them in the stamp kit that I got from Kmart. And I really wanted to use my new stamps from the Studio Calico kit because I got it today, and I know, I said it before, it's amazing, but it is. You open it up and it's just like Christmas all over again. And I'm going to get it every month because I've subscribed to the scrapbooking kit, and I will subscribe to the Project Life kit as soon as I start it. But I'm still, I spent $300 on this month, so I'm not sure if I can start Project Life yet because it's so much money. But then I'm just trying to fiddle around and make this love heart and the word love work. I was going to put in that white space, but then it was just kind of floating there. So then I'm going to put it on the brochure one right there, but I'm going to stick it in dark blue ink because I don't want it to stand out too much, and it just kind of went with the layout. Now, just a reminder, just remember to clean all of your stamps and when you put them away, and clear the clear box because you don't want to have all this muck and ink stuck there. It just gets annoying, and I know some people don't do it, but it's really easy to get a wet wipe or a tissue, or I was wearing my nightie because I woke up this morning and just felt like scrapbooking. And I just used my nightie, which is like a flowy dress, and just wiped it, which worked. So I'm just sticking that banner down because I really liked it and I didn't think I was going to do anything else. And then I just wanted to do some washi tape behind it, just add a little bit more red, but I didn't like the red at all. So I pull it up later on, and I think I put blue there. Oh, I tried blue on the red, but I really didn't like that. So I took the red off completely. So I'm just making sure everything's stuck down. I didn't stick that picture down before. And there will be close-ups at the end of things that you missed, like the little clusters and me sticking down those chipboard pieces, and also my journaling, which I don't catch on camera, but I do afterwards. I really don't like my handwriting, so I just have a quick photo at the end. So there's me pulling off the red because I didn't like it. It didn't work with the colours on that Project Life card, and there was just too much red. But I liked how that kind of worked. The colours kind of work. It's not the prettiest, but that's what happened. Now I think I'm being really creative, but it didn't actually turn out that pretty. I'm going to put that blue washi tape behind the arrow chipboard piece and stick it on. And I thought it was going to look really good. It didn't really turn out that pretty, but I stuck it in anyway because there was just way too much white still on the page because I used that white Studio Calico card, which I should have fixed, but I didn't. So I just cut the edges off to make it clean and stuck it on, which I like. It's not the worst, but I was in a bit of a rush because I had to go to work. I just stuck that down because I was just over trying to make it work. Now I'm just putting some washi tape down to try and fill in that white space. I don't really like the color blue, but it went with the layout, so I did it. I put this stripy washi tape just to give it a little bit more interest, but I didn't like it, so I take it off and put it next to it. So that's pretty much it. I just add a little bit more red washi tape to that card up the top, that gold card. And I just stick it down. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need it again, and if I do, I can just rip it off. So hopefully that'll work. But that's pretty much it. Close-ups are coming up now. I'm pretty happy with it. The Studio Calico card could have been prettier, but that's just how it happened. It's very busy, but there's lots to look at, and I'm glad that I filled in most of the white space. So here are the close-ups. I don't really like that, but it's not the worst. There's that "I love your stupid face," which you didn't get to see. There's the stamp. It kind of stamped a little bit weird, but I still like it. And there's that little chipboard piece and that little cluster of the New Zealand ski shirt that I put there. And there's my journaling. I really don't like my handwriting, so I just put a quick photo there. But thanks for watching. Bye!
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head